After I took a baby lunch break and while Alice was singing Hamilton in her Zoom room waiting for her next contestant, Natalie and I were preparing for the rest of the dates, which ultimately ended like...
I got ghosted by a 19-year-old.
Yeah, Noelle, pretty embarrassing. Might want to keep that one to yourself. In the meantime, let's meet the last 4 contestants.
Hi, my name is Xavier, right?
Jake, Dylan, Bakor,
Zach,
and I am the contestant on Quarantine Bay. I'm here because I've been locked down for years. It's been hard to meet people, and this is the perfect opportunity, so I'm taking it. Dream job as a kid, movie star, like a famous singer or rapper or something like that. Definitely not my profession now, but we're not giving up on the dream. I would say the first thing that I notice in a person is probably their smile. Like I really like a good smile, one that kind of eats someone's face up. I have this hot take about aliens and angels being the same thing, and I've gotten some heated reactions to that take, but I can break it down. I think they're the same thing intrinsically, we just look at them in different lenses.
Look, he convinced me.
Hi.
So, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
My name's Xavier, 23 years old, Jersey boy.
Love that.
Right now I'm in DC. I'm at Johns Hopkins right now getting my master's. Also double as a second grade teacher behind the scenes.
Oh, I love that.
I'll give you 3 of my interests. I love music. I know a strangely weird amount of facts about animals. My favorite Disney movie gotta be Locked In Lion King without a doubt or question in my mind.
Obviously, what famous person who is currently alive right now would you love to have a coffee or have dinner with?
Elon Musk. Locked in.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. What is the most adventurous thing you've ever done besides this?
When I was 13, I went to a boarding school that was 6 hours away from my parents, and I was 100% chasing the Zoe 101 dream.
I went to boarding school too, so I totally relate to you on that one. What is the thing that you're doing that makes you feel the happiest?
Honestly, as of right now, it's probably been teaching my kids. That's probably just makes me the happiest. All of them are so rambunctious and have so much energy, and this has been tough for them. So they're teaching me TikTok dances. That's probably my biggest joy on the day-to-day basis.
Let's hear what Xavier had to say about our date.
She was literally glowing. She was like a ray of sunshine. Really friendly. It was really easy talking to her. I think she got a taste of a little bit of the conspiracy theorist in me. We were talking about having lunch with Elon Musk and trying to figure out the keys to the Matrix.
Glad to see we have a fellow conspiracy theorist in our midst. Let's meet our next contestant.
My big days are going to the grocery store. So overall, I think the goal is to have fun, to just meet someone different and, have an actual conversation with someone that isn't work related. I've been so far out of the game. I'm not even on the bench. I'm the janitor mopping the hallways while the game is going on. What is the game? We don't know. I have this group chat with 2 of my best friends, and I'm like, y'all, what do I do? What am I wearing? Bless my very close friend who did a fake speed dating round with me a few days ago on a Google Meet because I was panicking. So yeah, I tried to prepare as best I could, but this is gonna be interesting.
Hi.
How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm 27. I live here in the beautiful city of New York. I grew up in Nebraska.
Fun.
And went to the University of Nebraska. And yeah, so it's a big difference from yeah. What about you? Tell me about you.
No one has asked me that. You're the first. Yeah, you're literally the first guy to ask me about myself. So I'm not prepared. So brace yourself for this answer.
Because I like you, I won't let you suffer through this response.
What are you doing when you feel most like yourself? When you're the happiest? What is the thing that you're doing?
There's 2 different me's. There's one, very passionate about the work that I do. I'm happiest when I put in a lot of work into something and seeing that to fruition and that being completed and seeing, how successful that was or whatever. I feel that's when I'm very happy. I feel the last year's been an emotional roller coaster. And I think, just being surrounded by people who genuinely care about you. I have amazing friends who, kind of not just, are your friends, but challenge you and help you think in different ways, and help you grow as a person. And I think that it's very important to surround yourself with people who are not just going to be your friends, but will help you, become a better person. And so I feel like I'm happiest when I'm with those people.
Even though I've only been out of college for a year, I've definitely already started to like sense that shift on like how relationships really change when you're not with people 24/7, and like how sometimes it's like easier to maintain some relationships and harder to maintain others, especially in the middle of like a global pandemic. It was so hard for me because I went to boarding school for high school, then like I went to college, all that stuff. So I'm so used to being with people all the time. And it's so crazy how like when you're with someone all the time, you can think that, oh yeah, we're friends because I see them all the time. And then all of a sudden, like you don't see each other and you're like, wait, like I thought that, like we have this relationship. So I've definitely been learning a lot of that this year, which has been very interesting.
Let's see what Jake had to say about our date.
It was good. I think we're compatible, if that makes sense. Being inside for over a year has really changed my perspective on a lot of things. So I'm excited to see, where this goes.
We should be going in order and showing you Zach, but we kind of want to save the best for last. So let's meet our next contestant, Dylan.
I'm currently home from school. I go to Cal State Fullerton in California, but I was in a fraternity there. Basically, kind of like leaving that environment kind of made me realize how like, toxic fraternities are. So like, it kind of just made me take a step back and just realize like, is that who I want to be? Like, it made me kind of just self-reflect on like on the way I've been acting. And, I feel like I've come back to my roots.
Is there like a certain topic where like your friends are like, oh my God, do not get Dylan started on, this thing, because he'll just keep going for hours and hours?
Probably like Hamilton or something.
Where's your family from? Unimportant. There's a million things I haven't done.
I could go on and on about that. Like, well, at least like once a month, I'm like listening to the freaking albums, sing the Schuyler Sisters.
Let's hop over and see how me and Dylan's date went.
So I'm 21 years old. I'm from California, and I think you're from outside of Philly right now, right?
Yeah, I say that. I live in like the boonies, so I just say, I live near Philly.
I work at a coffee place, actually.
What is your favorite drink to make?
Okay, so you ever heard of Dutch Bros coffee?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
No.
Dutch Bros makes their coffee. It's like, I don't know what they put in it. It's like crack or something. Like, I don't know what they do to it, but it's just like so good.
I just started getting into drinking coffee like, I want to say a couple of months ago. The thing that I like to drink is cold brew.
I could recommend you a cold brew, just flavor wise.
Yes.
All right, do what you want to do. All right. This is a secret. This is my secret right here. We got.
Sorry, I'm not going to betray his trust like that. You'll just have to ask him if you want to know.
Mm-hmm. I drink coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, and the cold brew I drink. No, I know. Don't even like. I know you're a barista, so don't like shame me. But I drink the Charlie D'Amelio. I know it's like embarrassing. People are like, oh, you drink coffee, and I'm like, shh, don't ask me what I drink. You don't need to know. It's like coffee for beginners, I would say. It's like very sweet. Like it does not taste like coffee at all. So like, you know what I mean? Like my friends drink black coffee, and I'm like, I have not advanced that
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, not there yet. Maybe one day. What are you doing when you feel like you are most yourself?
Putting on music and singing and dancing.
If you won the lottery today, hundreds of millions of dollars, what is the first thing you're buying?
The first thing I'm buying is a 4-door Porsche. I don't remember what it's called, but the 4-door Porsche. It's like the very first thing I'm gonna do when I get like, I want to be a doctor, by the way.
Cool.
Like, when I become a doctor, I'm gonna buy a car.
Okay, last question. What would your best friend say about you?
My best friend would say that I am a very funny guy. At first, you kind of have to warm up to him, but like once he gets going, like he's a really good guy.
Let's see what Dylan had to say about our date.
I think it went pretty well. The way I approach these kind of things, I kind of just go with the flow. I felt like we had a pretty decent vibe there going. Honestly, I'm going into this, I was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna make it past, like the first date. I'm one of those guys on the Bachelor who don't get the first rose. So I was like, okay, well, now that made it past the first round, I'm feeling pretty confident.
And the moment we were all waiting for.
Hi, my name's Zach. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a contestant on Quarantine Bay, and I'm here because my friend convinced me to do this.
Why do you think Noelle should pick you?
And stuff, I don't know.
It literally can be whatever. You can hype yourself up, like whatever you want to say.
Could you give me like an example of what other people have said?
Yeah. One guy said he was like, because I'm funny and nice. One guy said, because I always pay for the date, like I always pay for dinner.
So I think that Noelle should pick me because I'm a college athlete and I'm a music producer.
What's your favorite song?
Song? Depends on the day, depends on the hour.
Yeah.
For baseball, I got like my rap and then sometimes country. Then I produce like rap and EDM. So, I mean, it depends. It changes on the day.
What kind of rap do you like? I don't know really the real like names for genre in rap, but like
I don't either. Just something that gets the adrenaline rushing.
like Future or like Joey Bada. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to think of like rappers that I know.
I don't know like the names of the specific types in rap, but yeah, like Future type music. Yeah.
And my last question, I suppose, would be, what would be your TED Talk? Like, what is your TED Talk topic that maybe you go on about all the time, like your soapbox, what your friends are like, please don't get Zach started on this because like he will not shut up about like blank.
Like what's something I could like brag about myself or like the coolest part about me or just like?
No, just like in general, like a topic that you're super passionate about that like you could straight up just like drop of the hat, just like stand up and TED Talk to your friends about this topic.
That's tough. I don't know, because like I feel like if there was going to be anything, it would be like about me.
Okay, that is pretty much all for me. I'm gonna send you a link to Noelle's Zoom, and then you get to meet Noelle, and then you'll be done in like 10 minutes.
So what do I do with that? Like, how's that gonna go? Like, what am I supposed to, like, what is it gonna be?
She's leading the date herself, so she's literally just gonna like talk. It's just a conversation, so she's just gonna chat with you. Just like if you have any questions for her, like you want to get to know her, I guess like things. Try to think of questions that you would ask a girl on a first date if you were like having coffee or something. But it's literally exactly 5 minutes on the clock. She sets a timer, and then you just chat, and then you're done.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you.
Zach like popped in and then left. Like he didn't even stay in the waiting room.
We went through so much effort to have this date that Natalie decided to call him and see what was up.
Hey, Zach, this is Natalie. I'm one of the producers for Quarantine Bay, Noelle show.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I was just trying to do the link. It wasn't working for me.
Okay, let me text it to you real quick. How are you doing today?
Good. I had to keep pushing it because my practice kept getting delayed because of weather.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot you a text with this, and then you can just join real quick.
Okay, perfect.
All
Thanks.
right, bye.
Hi.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so I literally know nothing about you. So if you could like introduce yourself to me really quickly, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so I'm Zach. I'm from Greenwich, Connecticut, but I go to college in Florida.
Awesome. Okay, so we have like a list of questions. If you won the lottery today, what would you spend your money on?
I would invest and then I would buy properties.
Got you. Wait 1 second. Wait, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you 19?
So I said I'm 19. I'm 20.
Okay.
I'm turning 21 in September.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like old. I'm like older. Like I'm turning 23 soon. Are you like a senior in college?
I'm a junior, but a redshirt junior. So like academically a senior.
Okay.
But like I'm just young for my grade.
Got you. Okay, let me find some more questions that I can ask you. Okay. What would your best friend say about you?
That I spend too much money.
What's your favorite TV show?
TV show?
Mm-hmm.
Outer Banks.
Yeah.
Or All American.
Or what show?
All American, those two.
That's a good show too. I like that show. Last question. Which famous person who is currently alive would you love to have dinner with?
Probably LeBron.
That's a good answer. Okay, so I'm just gonna send you a link in the chat right now to like just the last like wrap up kind of how are you feeling, like that kind of thing. And then we will send you more info on Sunday about next week's and stuff.
Okay.
It was nice meeting you. Oh,
And this was the moment that I knew it was about to get real.
Hey, Zach, I have a quick question. I just looked up the roster. Are you actually a junior?
I am a redshirt junior. It's like, it's so complicated. It's messed up. We just switched to a new thing. Are you on the regular?
I'm on the.
That's the old one. It's like, it's
Gotcha.
complicated, but.
Gotcha. Okay. Just said you were listed as a freshman.
What?
It just said you were listed as a redshirt freshman. So.
No, that's not updated. That's not.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Thanks for clarifying.
It's also complicated with everybody got a
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
okay. Well, I just sent you a link in the chat, and it's just like you can talk to Cheyenne for like, it's like 2-3 minutes, and she'll just be like, oh, like how did it go, blah blah, all that stuff. And then we'll just like email you tomorrow with more information about next week.
Okay.
Awesome. It was nice meeting you.
You too. Thanks.
Bye. No. I literally almost turned off my camera. I was like, I can't do this. Literally, like, my brothers play sports, so I was like, why are you lying? Like, it wouldn't say you were a redshirt freshman if you weren't a redshirt freshman. So it's like actually a problem. Like, Noelle's not going to date a 19-year-old.
The worst part is Zach didn't even show up to his exit interview, so
I got ghosted by a 19-year-old.
we decided it was time to go, but I still had to give my first impressions on the guys.
I really liked Jake a lot. It was just like really nice to talk to him. Felt like we were kind of like on the same wavelength. Also, considering he was the first guy to like ask me how I was doing, even though I guess I kind of like barreled through a lot of the dates, but like he literally took the time to be like, wait, tell me about yourself. Xavier, as soon as I saw his face, I was like, oh, he's really cute. And I loved the energy that we had during our talk. He's like very friendly, sweet, and I love that he teaches second grade. I think that's so cool.
My conversation with Dylan was great. He's really cute and funny, and I loved how we could just kind of have that back and forth about coffee, something that's not that serious, but I definitely got to see his playful side, which was fun.
And then Zach, that was really kind of sucks because like I definitely specifically asked for people that were a certain age, and like it's crazy that he kind of made it through this far without like anybody really finding out that he was that young. But that was really definitely like a difficult room to be in. I don't think I've ever been like in that uncomfortable of a conversation, but I'm really excited to go into next week and learn more about these guys. I'm actually like pleasantly surprised because like when you think about strangers on the internet, you're kind of like, all of the guys were really great. Like I really liked all of them actually, and definitely like all very different personality types, which is really cool. And I think it's awesome because like I have a lot of different sides to myself. Each guy was definitely bringing out a different side of me for sure, which was great. I'm excited to see what kind of goes down these next couple of weeks and just see like what we generally get into. And yeah, like maybe I leave this with like a bunch of new friends or a boyfriend.